Hey everybody, I'm the Pigglesworth, and today I want to show you my newest invention. In Minecraft, using Silk Touch tools, you can collect ice blocks that can be used for decorations in building, or can be used in redstone contraptions when you want to move an item quickly from one place to another. But the problem has always been that you have to wait for the ice to freeze, either in a large tray or in a machine that will push it into a giant block, come along later with a Silk Touch tool, and break the blocks. Now, while these different methods work well, I wanted to create a machine that would let you harvest ice being away from your computer. I present to you Piggy's AFK Ice Farm. Now, the rooftop on this structure is very important. Let me explain real quick. Water source blocks will only freeze under several conditions. They have to be able to see the sky, and they have to be in an area where water will already freeze. Now, a snowy area like this, water will freeze at any level. But if you build in somewhere like an extreme hills, you will have to have your water source blocks above Z94 for them to freeze. Now, the holes in this roof are designed so that water source blocks inside the machine can see the sky to freeze, but they're roped off in a way where mobs can't get inside. This is to protect the redstone and the machinery inside from destruction. So when you come to the front entrance of the farm, the first thing you will notice is several control panels and an instruction manual. In this manual will be everything that you will find in the download on the notepad file, or what I explained to you here. Here first is our pick guard system. This is a system that I created that will let you keep from destroying your pick. Normally you're going to use a Silk Touch pick to collect the ice, but it's only going to have so many hits before it breaks. By using this system, you can right-click and dial in how many hits before you want the machine to shut itself off. And there is an override to not use pick guard at all. This will let you go AFK, collecting ice, and when you have collected the amount of ice that equals this number, the machine will shut itself off, protecting your pick from being destroyed. Over here is a collection system purge. Now this is important because while you're breaking ice, ice is being collected into a hopper below, and it is being monitored by the pick guard. To actually access the ice, you will need to purge the system that will send it to this chest, and you can see it collecting here. Now coming up through here, we're going to see our collection area. By stepping on this panel, you can hear the system turn on, and now you can hear pistons activating inside. From here, we can break ice blocks, and as new ice blocks are formed, they will be pushed forward towards us. Now I'm in creative mode so you can't see it, but normally a Silk Touch pick will break the ice. It will drop down into the water and get collected below. When the number you've selected on pick guard is met, this system will stop and you will not be able to reach that ice block there. Now, once I step off of this pressure plate, hear those sounds? That tells you the machine has reset itself and it's ready for use again. Now, before we take a look inside, a bit of warning. This is a fairly complex build for redstone, and in this video there will not be a tutorial. I'm going to release some videos after this that is going to explain to you how to build it, but there will be a link down below in the description box so that you can see all of the different builders that inspired me to make this, and also a world download so that you can look at this build for yourself. Now with that disclaimer out of the way, let's step through the door. So stepping inside, we can see there is a lot going on. Quickly, I'm going to show you the two circuits that I've borrowed. Here is Mumbo's item elevator, and here is Generic B's item frame detector. I will have links down in the description for their videos. This section right here is what senses the collection in that chest and compares the number to the output that you've selected on the pick guard. Over here are all the ice machines. Now this looks like a very complicated mess, but it's actually more simple than it appears to be. This area that I'm tracing right here is one ice machine, and this is actually 4 ice machines in one. We can see from here also the portals so that the water source blocks can see the sky. Now the way that this works is, I'll break a block of ice here, and you can see we have 2 water source blocks that are protected from freezing. They meet here in the middle and make a new water source. When this water source freezes and the system is on, the piston will push the ice out and down to the central point. Now I have black carpets everywhere because this is to protect this area from having mobs spawn on it. Because in this area, you cannot place very many lights. Lights will actually make the ice blocks melt, and water and redstone never mix. And now we're standing to the right of the collection area where the stone pressure plate is. And that stone pressure plate is connected to this torch. The way this works is when you step on the stone pressure plate, it's going to send a signal through here that's actually going to activate and lock this system. That signal will go through this monostable circuit and will get sent through all of the redstone here. Now this system works in such a way that every single piston is activated once as the signal travels around. When the signal comes back to this point, there is a check to see if you have stepped off the pressure plate. If it has, this circuit will reset itself, there will be 2 tones played, and now you can step on the pressure plate and start the system again. The reason why this protection is put in place is because if it wasn't here, you could step off, back on, back on, and send multiple pulses through the system. Now at first this would seem like a good thing because more signals through the system means quicker blocks moving towards you. But all of these pistons are timed together in such a way that every single piston that pushes a block will push a block towards the player. Multiple signals will actually cause problems with the timing of all the pistons and will cause problems with ice collection. This safeguard is here to ensure that once a signal is sent through, no more signals can be sent through until the system resets itself. So now very quickly, I'm going to mimic a player standing on a pressure plate and let you see this machine in action. I've removed a bunch of ice blocks here so that you can actually see the machine pushing the ice blocks towards where the player would stand. So, by removing that torch, we have allowed the system to lock, that check is on, and a signal is being sent through. And you can see all of the ice blocks getting pushed towards the player as the signal makes its way through every single ice machine. Now, as the signal comes back over here, we'll mimic that we stepped off the plate. And see how that reset itself? Just like that, shutting everything down and getting ready for another signal to be sent through. And that is my AFK ice farm. I'll have a link in this video and also in the description box below to the actual tutorial on this build. And don't forget, there's also a world download so you can see this for yourself. If you enjoyed this video, please hit that like button. And if you want to see more videos as I release them, don't forget to subscribe. Thanks for watching and keep on building.